Well, hello everyone. My name is Neko and welcome to another one of my speed paints. If you're new here, hi, how are you? It's great to meet you. And if you're a returning viewer, hi, how are you? It's wonderful to see you again. Well, I'm back at it with the Elemental AU. This time I am doing Mr. Danny Sex Bang. And if you watched my line art tutorial, you actually saw me demonstrating how I go about my line art. So this sketch shouldn't be new. I mean, if it is, that's cool too. But it's something that I've had for quite a long time done and waiting to be speed painted. And here it is. Yay! So, if you saw in my line art tutorial as well, you'll notice that Danny is currently bald. And that is because when I tried to line art Danny's hair, I found out that Shirley Temple locks do not look good on him. So, I decided to do this really big color blob and kind of define his hair as I went along, because as I was drawing the line art, it looked really stiff and really unnatural. And if you know the Elemental AU at all, you know that Danny's element is air, which is very free-flowing, very out there, not structured at all. And I really wanted to convey that in the speed paint. So I decided, why not just do a color blob and try to define the little strands later on in the coloring. Because if you've ever colored curly hair or curlish hair in a sort of semi-realistic style, it's hard. Like, I think that's why people don't do it very much. It is hard. It's very challenging. I mean, that's not a reason for you not to do it. You should always do something that challenges you every day. But I understand why people don't do it as much as they should. And it was a lot of fun. Like, I think coloring in Danny's hair was my favorite part about this piece. It was pretty easygoing. There were no rules. There was no structure. It was just put a little color there, put a little color there, make it look a little interesting, and it turned out really pretty. I'm really proud of how it turned out. But the hardest thing in this speed paint was doing the leather jacket. I despise coloring leather. It is one of the hardest things I think I've ever had to do, because it's got its own texture and it can be so shiny. I don't do well with shine at all. Like, if you look at my clothes, they're two colors. They're the shading and the regular color. And that's pretty much it. Like, I've recently started putting light into my clothing, and it's only like maybe a little bit. I don't really go into detail with it, and that's because I kind of had to start experimenting with light a little bit because of my contest. So I learned a little bit about lighting. I'm gonna try and work a little harder on it. It's not professional yet. If you got any critique or comments, let me know. I'm always open. And we're almost to the end of this picture. Give it a few minutes to wrap up the speed paint. And oh wow, I had more than I thought. There it is! If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, tell me what you think. And I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye! The question was, who to do it? And as I'm trying to decide who I want to do this, my sister Angel comes up to me and says, "Hey! I was searching through Molly's Instagram and I found out you've been drawing Wade all wrong." So I took a look and I found out that he looks so much different than how I had it in my AU. I mean, Jack and Mark and I guess Yami, I've never